want it, get it, don't ever give up, you got it. You wanna make it, then chase it, no one can stop you. Stop you, they're gonna hate you, but let them hate you, that's fine. Cause if they stand in your way, then you gotta leave them behind.
Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Sam Burns, and welcome to week 12 of the South Alabama Dynasty. No recruiting this week because I didn't really actually change anything. So basically, the fact of the matter is that I didn't change anything, and yeah. So anyways, that is besides the point. We are looking at the top 25 here. And obviously there are it's a pretty surprising top 10 actually. And then moving on, we will look at the Sun Belt standings, sitting in first place of the Sun Division, looking at the first ever conference championship game for the Sun Belt coming up with a big game against Georgia State next week. But first, we got to focus on this game against Navy. If you do remember, they beat us into the ground last year, so hopefully we can get our revenge as we take on Navy. We're at home this year though.
Hi everybody, Reese Davis with you, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. The Jaguars are really hitting their stride. Look, I know they have a winning streak going, but more importantly, they're starting to play at a very high level. The expectations are going to rise. They'll try to make sure their performance does the same. Thanks for checking out the pregame show. NCAA college football action coming up next with Brad and Kirk on the call. David and I will see you at halftime.
Alright, so welcome to rainy Mobile, Alabama in Ladd Peebles Stadium for this game against Navy. We're 7-2 on the season, looking to improve to 8-2 on the season, which would be awesome, especially after going 6-6 last year. It was definitely disappointing, to say the least, to not make a bowl game, and Navy played a part in that because they were one of those 6 losses we had. So Brandon Bridge getting things going here on first down and Ted. He is going to find Rush Hendricks down the field inside the 30-yard line. That's a 21-yard gain. And then Bridge back to pass once again. He is going to roll to his right and find Kyle Clifford for a first down. That's an 11-yard gain for Clifford, and in his first catch of the day. So second down and 12 now. Bridge in the shotgun. He's back to pass, and he will look to run, and then he's going to roll to his right, and he's got a man in the end zone. It's Kyle Clifford, a 16-yard touchdown. That was honestly one of the best plays I've ever had in this dynasty so far. And as you see, the number 3 Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets go down to their rival Virginia Tech, number 15 in the country. So that is Georgia Tech's first loss of the year. I believe that leaves us with 4 or 5 undefeated teams left so far here late in the season. But here we go, Navy. Obviously really tough to stop, and then you see their quarterback Reynolds trying to hurdle over a tackler, and he gets tackled in midair by freshman Brett Walton. Anyways, Reynolds here on the right side is going to pitch it out to Swain, his running back on the option, and Swain is going to get those 12 yards right back. So third down and 10 now, though. Reynolds back to pass, and he will be looking over on the right side, but that is going to fall short, and the Navy midshipman will have to punt. So second down and 6 now. Brandon Bridge is going to be throwing this screen pass past Jay Jones, and he's going to make a guy miss and get that first down. That is a 10-yard gain for Jay Jones on his first catch of the day. Hasn't been really a big part of the receiving game this year, but he has had a phenomenal year, over 1,000 yards after a pretty subpar performance in his sophomore year. So he's definitely stepped up in his junior year as an upperclassman, as Jeremy Jones has definitely had a down year with his first catch of the day, 13 yards. We just got some better receivers, and he slid down the depth chart a little bit, so that's really the main reason why he hasn't had as good of a year as last year. And plus, Brandon Bridge isn't playing as well as Ross Matheny did last year. But anyways, Jay Jones has 4 carries for 19 yards so far, and Bridge now is going to keep it here on the read option. He's got some room up on the left side, out across the 20 to about the 19. That's an 18-yard gain for Brandon Bridge. He's got 32 yards rushing so far. Now 3rd down and 8. Bridge is back to pass, looking over the middle for Rush Hendricks. A dangerous throw, but nonetheless, it is a 1st down for Hendricks, his 2nd catch of the day. And now a 3rd down and goal. Brandon Bridge is going to fire on the left side for Matt Harris. That's a 7-yard touchdown, and it is Bridge's 2nd of the day. Having a good first quarter so far as the Jaguars lead 14-0 over Navy. Definitely looking to get revenge after being beat down in Navy last year. It was awesome to see them on our schedule this year. Definitely a game we circled, trying to get this victory. But Reynolds here is going to take this one up the left side, and he's going to be down inside the 40. A 36-yard gain for Keenan Reynolds. Now he's 2nd down and 7. Reynolds on the left side. He's going to be hit. And no, he hits. Oh, and then he fumbles. And Maliki Harris, or whatever his name is, I don't know how to say his first name, but nonetheless, he picks up the fumble, and it is Jaguar ball once again. And Jay Jones here, and the offense trying to take advantage. Jones gets 7 yards right there. A 3rd down and 3 coming up for Brandon Bridge. He is going to roll to his right side. He's got a man open. He sets his feet and throws and finds Matt Harris, who cuts back, makes the guy miss, and is out across the 40-yard line. That is a 28-yard reception on the slant play for Matt Harris. And now a 1st down and 10. Bridge hands off to Jay Jones up the middle. He's hit hard, but not after a 9-yard gain. And now 2nd down and 10. Bridge can hand off to Jones on the draw play, and he is going to get 10 right there to make it 3rd down and inches. Jay Jones running the ball really well so far today. He's up to 49 yards so far in this first half. And now Bridge firing on the left side on the run, a 19-yard gain to Rush Hendricks. Now a 3rd down and 7 for Brandon Bridge over the middle for Matt Harris, and he walks in the end zone untouched. 13 yards on the reception for Matt Harris, and that is Bridges' 3rd touchdown pass of the day. Harris with his 2nd touchdown catch. As we're going to get a little studio update here on the Temple, Connecticut game. Another undefeated team is in trouble. Number 5 Connecticut is down 14-7 to 3-5 Temple, and Connecticut's at home, so that's definitely pretty surprising to see right there. We'll see if Connecticut can hang on in that game. So we'll end up seeing what happens. If not this week, it'll be next week. But anyways, 1st down and 10 here with about a minute 20 remaining. Reynolds is looking for somewhere to go, but he is brought down for a loss of 5. That is Harris once again, his 1st sack on the day. He is our leading sacker so far this year. And here we go, a 3rd down and 1 to end the half. Reynolds nowhere really to go, and he is going to pitch to Whiteside. And he will get that 1st down, but nonetheless, the South Alabama Jaguars are going into halftime with a 21-point lead.
Hi, everybody. Glad to have you with us on the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 halftime show presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites. Davis, David Pollack here in the studio as always to lend a little perspective to what just went down in the first 30 minutes. This halftime lead is much larger than any of us anticipated, and now the challenge becomes to maintain it and try to make sure that you don't let the other guy get up off the deck.
Yeah, I think they're probably as surprised as we are because we thought it was going to be very competitive, but don't sleep on them yet. It's not over. This is still a really good ball club, and I think you got to make sure that you understand that they're even with you most of the time. You just had a big first half. They can have a big second half, so you make sure you come out in the second half. You execute. You try not to make mistakes, but don't sleep on those guys over on the other side.
Looking forward to seeing this second half. I think there's certainly a want for victory.
A want and a need for victory. Some teams need this victory, Reese Davis.
Want, need, got to go get it either way. Brad and Kirk are there to deliver.
All right, and as you can see so far, the Jaguars have only given up 107 yards so far of total offense. Looking phenomenal, but here we go, a 1st down and 10 for Keenan Reynolds and this Navy offense. Reynolds is running the option on the right side. He has Whiteside, and a missed tackle right there, and Whiteside is in the clear to the 30, the 20, the 10, and that is a Navy touchdown on the first play of the half. 76 yards for Jeffrey Whiteside. Huge play right there, and definitely energizing this Navy team. But here we go on the ensuing kickoff with 7:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Kicking to who else but Kyle Clifford, looking for his 7th kick return touchdown of the year. He's taken it up the left side. He's to the 40. He's out across the 50 to the 40 and taken down from behind, but not after a 61-yard return to get inside the 40-yard line. Big play right there by Kyle Clifford. Now Bridge here running the bubble screen right here to Dejon Funderbunk on the right side. What an awesome name. I just got to say that every time, and I just smile every time I say his name. But that's a 12-yard catch right there for Funderbunk. And now a 2nd down and 9. Bridge is back to pass. He's looking over the middle for Kyle Clifford, and he's got him down inside the 10 to about the 6-yard line. That's a 15-yard gain for Kyle Clifford, his 4th catch of the day. He is looking for some more, but here we go. Bridge is looking over on the middle, and he finds Rush Hendricks for a 2-yard touchdown catch, and that is going to make it 28-7 for South Alabama, another 21-point lead. But anyways, Bridge here is back to pass, and he is sacked and he fumbles, and Spencer picks it up here, and this was after a couple of 3-and-outs by both teams, I believe. But anyways, 3rd down and 13. Reynolds is looking over the middle. He's going to find Austin, who breaks a couple tackles and avoids another one for a 32-yard touchdown catch to cut the Jaguar lead to just 14 to make it a 28-14 ball game. And that was a big play right there, especially capitalizing on that turnover. That's definitely something you need to do if you want to win ball games, and Navy did it right there. But Jay Jones right here gets 7 yards on the 2nd down and 10 to make it 3rd and 3. And Bridge right here on 3rd and 3 is going to scramble, and then he just cuts straight up and will slide down. After a pretty good gain, he gets out to the 40, which is enough for a 1st down. So Bridge looking good on the ground so far today. And now here, Bridge once again is going to run, looking good, running the ball. And again, the smart decision to slide down, especially after that fumble, doesn't want to lose the ball again. Now a 2nd down and 8, Bridge is going to find Kyle Clifford over the middle on the slant play. That's a 15-yard gain for Clifford. And now 1st down and 10, Bridge, it does not like what he sees whatsoever. So on this 1st and 10, Bridge is going to audible, and then he is going to be looking for Matt Harris. And that is a 1st down. Good audible right there by Brandon Bridge to set up that slant play. And that is a 13-yard gain for Matt Harris, his 5th catch of the day. Brandon Bridge looking phenomenal. 17-23 for 206 and 4 touchdowns. And that Bridge handing off to Jay Jones, and he is going to get the 1st down. Not quite, actually. That is an 8-yard gain for Jay Jones to make it 3rd down and 1. Here at the end of the 3rd quarter, South Alabama with a 28-14 lead, and that is going to potentially, we'll see if the Jaguars can actually turn that into anything good here. Trying to get to 8-2 on the season, especially after that 6-6 season last year. We'll see what we can do. But here we go, 1st and goal. Brandon Bridge handing off to Jay Jones, and he goes into the end zone untouched. There's a 5-yard touchdown run for Jay Jones, his 1st of the game. And here we go. We got a little studio update. Temple continuing to potentially pull this upset over number 5 Connecticut. Will another top 5 team go down? We already saw number 3 Georgia Tech go down earlier. We'll see if Temple can hold on to that game. But here we go, a 1st down and 10. Bridge is going to find Jay Jones on the screenplay, and Jones has some room up the right side. He's to the 20, the 15, the 10, and he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. That is a 40-yard gain for Jay Jones. And again, Brandon Bridge looks very good so far today. Now here on a 1st and goal, he is going to run the ball, and is he in? Not quite. Diving for that end zone, but doesn't quite get there. That's an 8-yard gain for Brandon Bridge. He has 57 yards rushing so far in the day. Now here we go on that 2nd down and goal. Bridge is going to roll to his right, and he is going to take this one himself. Can he get there? Touchdown, Jaguars. Brandon Bridge with his 1st touchdown run of the day. He has a pretty good amount on the season. He has definitely looked good. He has turned the ball over a lot this season, a lot more than Ross Matheny did last season. Definitely something that he has tuned down here in the later season. But speaking of turnovers, Keenan Reynolds is hit as he throws, and it goes right to leading interceptor, if you want to call him that, Montel Gardner. I believe that's his 10th of the year, and definitely looking good so far. I believe he's 2nd in the nation in interceptions. But anyways, 2nd down and 4. He is going to find Matt Harris. And speaking of interceptions, Harris with the drop, and Gaines just makes a phenomenal play on that. That is no way Brandon Bridge's fault. That was just a phenomenal play by the defender. But here we are with 4:50 remaining. Keenan Reynolds is going to fumble right here after the hit by Harris, and Hawkins picks it up right there on that 3rd and 6. So the struggles for Navy on offense continue. They had that one big play, and then they had that the score off of the fumble. So nothing really doing so far for Navy. But you saw Jay Jones' stats right there as we get our 5th consecutive win. He's up to 100. He had 171 yards rushing today, and a touch, or not 171 yards rushing. He had that 40-yard reception. So he had around 120 yards rushing today. So he definitely looked really good. But Brandon Bridge, your player of the game, 18 of 25, 246, and 4 touchdowns, going along with his rushing touchdown as the Jaguars improve to 8-2 on the season, making us 6-1 in Sun Belt play. Our only loss coming in that 60-58 game against UL Monroe. So definitely a big improvement off of last season. But going into next week, we're at home once again against the Georgia State Panthers. A huge game. If we win that game, I think we're guaranteed 1st place in our division with a shot at the Sun Belt Conference Championship. But anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy. I want to thank you guys for watching. And as always, I'm out. Peace.